Out for another hunting adventure in the home state of Victoria, chasing Sambar. And today, I have these two lovely, what are you doing? Standing around my mate Jordi and Luke and Ryder.
In the hands of the master.
No, no!
Jerky we made the other day.
Oh yeah, nice.
Put that in your pack, eat that up on the hill. Oh, that's too much for me, I'm done. I'm feeling his pain.
You have some of that curry last night. Please don't video that,
He's liking something up there.
He's interested.
So if we head up that way.
There's a game trail there anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go on the game trail and then we'll start off that way.
You know why a wombat's a square? So it doesn't roll away. No, dead serious.
I'm waiting for a joke. Sorry.
I do say some serious stuff too. Yeah, it's territory. It's like marking a fence.
Don't know much about wombats. How do they taste anyway?
No. Well, there's plenty on the road on the way up here. Yeah. There's more than one. Yeah.
Let's go get it.
He's on top of the ridge, isn't he? Yeah, he's a while away. It's a wild dog. Still slick. We're going to try a whistle and bring the deer in. We're hoping with the way the wind is that if the dog's up on this ridge, that the deer are running this way because they'll be downwind of the dog's in. Guns on safety. Fucking matchsticks, a boots. That's exactly what I was thinking. Forget how to walk. I like to wave at the camera. Hi, Mum. A dead tree. I just saw something like past there. Just a dog's going. If our scent's going up the hill, we're probably best just to head up that way. 200 from the top. That way. Over. There's some fancy little spectacles.
Look at you. You've already torn up your leggings.
I done that back in New South Wales. Still got the same leggings.
People are waiting for the return of the leggings. Give the people what they want, Jordi.
I don't want to get anyone too excited with my little hole. Those pasty white legs. Luke fed us up this gully, and we've been just following Ryder up through game trails, catching scents and stuff like that. And we bumped into a hind and what I think was a calf as well, because it was pretty little. And they weren't super panicked, but they definitely just trotted off away from us, and kind of Luke seems to say that probably was a calf, because if it was she was on her own, she'd have bolted. Yeah, and with all the sign that's around, there's a lot of hind sign and stuff like that. So now we're just gonna head up to the top of this system. Hopefully with the fog, you say it's gonna hopefully burn off once we get up to the top. Get a bit more viz.
The opposite pace.
Blast down, starting to get on the ridges. Bit of stake sign now, rub tree behind. So.
Move into some country with some big boys in it.
Apart from you and you.
Big boys attract big boys.
That's right.
That's why I only shoot those night.
Neither than no.
Right, it was doing well.
Where the scent comes from, that wherever they, the deer's here, the scent's coming down here, the dog hits it, and it's not sure whether it's that.
Yeah.
It's got.
That was interesting because I was almost trying to get to the dog to see where the dog's looking, but realistically I should have been like
sure where he was
higher up from the dog because I was probably, I should have been looking straight across.
This time, you see, it's all starting to lift now. Everything's starting to go.
This is the thermal shifted, has it? Yeah.
It's starting to lift, so that's the scent starting to move as well.
Yeah.
The scent was going up here, so he was catching it and he kept looking that way. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
What time is it for the scent to change?
10 past 8.
Yeah, that's pretty early for the thermal. That means it's gonna be a warm day, right?
Yeah. Yeah, get on the tops, have a look.
Start sweating it out.
Yeah, do a few push-ups. Jane Fonda on the iPad, have a good workout on the side.
I thought that's a Jane Fonda outfit you had on underneath.
You've got my tights. I can't do it without my tights.
Do you have a pair of tights for every hunt? Because you just shred them. They're like disposable tights.
This is the same
You just
ones.
Open up your wardrobe.
I heard that the budget wasn't big enough to get me a new set of tights.
We couldn't find a tight sponsor in time, I'm sorry.
They start off as leggings, then they make it to shorts, then they make it undies, and then they're gone. Inside,
One day
outside.
they just
There's G-string after that.
Oh, you can trim? Yeah, you can trim. I hate the label. It gets right in there, doesn't it? Come.
Have some fresh poo, Henny. Why is it every time I'm on this show we're climbing up a big hill?
Alright, so we're at the top of the ridge now, and the fog has started to burn off. So the next step is to bump down into a gully and hook around, follow that gully all the way to the fringe, and hopefully we see some stuff in there because the thermals have changed now. We'll be fine, and this mist burning off gives us a little bit more visibility. So we're just gonna have a bit of drink of water, maybe some muesli bars, then crack on.
You think you've been sweating? You blokes smell like they've been out for a night in town at Soho.
Only you Poms would know what that means.
I was there last week. Can't stop.
I'm hungry.
This is some jerky that Jordi and I cooked up a couple of weeks ago, so I thought we'd have a little bit now. Try it out.
Cracked black pepper, Carnivore Collective. Nah, no good. Give me a real knife. Someone's got to feed these boys. One for the MVP first. There you go.
Whoa. Look at you. Little princess.
The flavours are great, huh?
So we actually filmed a video making that jerky, so if you want to watch it, I'll drop a link below. Jordi's an awesome cook, and it uses Carnivore Collective rubs too, which members get a discount on, so definitely worth checking out.
Something special happens to you when you climb a mountain. When you have to put in work, when you have to expend energy, when it's difficult and it's hard. And you get to the top, after the suffering, after the pain, after the scrapes and the bruises and the blood and the sweat, and you're greeted to this vista, this impressive and beautiful sight, that is not just a shift in your physical perception where you can see more, it's a shift in your mental one. I don't think you can stand on top of a mountain and not be confronted with the reality that there's more to life than just you, that your own wants, your own desires. And yet at the same time, in contrast to those feelings, there's this value and purpose you feel in having overcome the obstacle to get to the point where you can even have that realization. It's a strange experience, but it's one that I think more people should have. We live in this day and age where everything is convenient, everything is handed to us, and it's no wonder that then we feel purposeless and directionless. So I want to encourage you, if you're feeling that way, if you feel like you want to gain a new grip on life, go climb a mountain. I guarantee you, it'll help shape your perspective and motivate you in a positive way.
So we'll go down and then we'll have a look in there. come out later on.
I've got Mrs. Aussie or way to stop here, right?
Hold on, is that a joke? Is that a pat joke or what are we doing? So based on the wind and everything, we're just going to punch down here.
Yeah.
And then get to those flats. What you can see them down there, they're not too far away. Got some flats down there, and then we'll just punch up this way.
Madam.
Yeah. And like literally, this is where we've got to come out. We've got the opportunity of coming out the same way. If we,
I'm relishing the climb. I love it.
Yeah, but it's 300 metres of pain.
Yeah.
And then we're on a ridge straight on the route.
Yeah.
Or we can go around and it's undulating, quite painful.
Up and
it's a
over.
long way. You know, you're going in and out instead of going up and down.
We're not here for the marathon.
Now, I'd love to say we got to the bottom of that mountain and there was a big stag and Jordi lined up and shot it and it dropped on the spot and we all celebrated, but that's not what happened. We spent hours and hours and hours exploring the basin of that valley, and there was sign everywhere. I mean, you couldn't take a step without seeing stag scat or a well-used rub tree or a wallow. There should have been deer in the area. All signs indicated that there would be deer in the area, but we didn't see a single thing. And we pushed hard. It goes back to what I was saying before. Sometimes the act of climbing the mountain or exploring a new area is the reward in and of itself. And you know what? I was proud of Henny, our cameraman. He's not a mountaineer, he's not a hunter, and yet he matched us step for step, up and down mountains, on his feet all day exploring. And you know what? He never once complained. Why? Because I believe that he understands the value of the struggle. And I wonder if you do too. I hope so.
Hey. Unreal.
Cup of tea.
So everyone's pretty tired after yesterday's hunt, and I think upon reflecting back, the reason why we didn't see any sambar was those wild dogs that were howling at the start. I reckon they've pushed everything out of that basin out, because given how much sign that was in there, there should have been deer. But this afternoon we're going to press on. Luke and I are going to head out together and take out the dog, take out the rifle, and hopefully we can get a deer on the deck and come out with a bit of a win and some food.
Now, the good news is that our luck did change and we ended up harvesting 2 sambar deer later that trip. Jordi even cooked us up some mouth-watering fresh wild venison souvlakis. Now, if you're interested in closing the loop on this trip and watching the rest of what happened, you can do so by clicking on the link in the description. The video linked is also a part of season 2 of The Huntsman, one of the many epic hunting videos featured, which I have a feeling you'll also enjoy. I've linked them below as well if you want to check them out. Otherwise, go climb a mountain and have your own adventure. Till next time.